Discretion is advised.
Yeah, bitch.
This is the 2-5 podcast. Get on down. Hear these three dudes clown around. Gather round. Gather round. Gather round. Yo, what's good? It's them Sloan.
It's Keaton.
What up, man? It's your boy CJ. What's up, man? What's up, man? Interesting week.
Off rip.
How y'all niggas doing this week, man? How y'all
I'm
been
in
this
Georgia right now.
That nigga said he in Georgia right now for anybody who want to pull up on him.
He said, I'm in Georgia right now.
T.I. was capping on my boy.
Kodak was wrong for what he said. He was disrespectful. It was bad timing. But
First off, let's go back to what he said.
you know, when he said she about to be a whole widow now, and I'm gonna give her a good year and all that, like, you know, we get it. Yeah, you was talking in a group and somebody was recording you, and that's what you said. You was making jokes or whatever, but it's just bad timing for you to allow it to come out.
Yeah. I get it because, like, for me, I mean, you know, Kodak really ain't been, you know, caring about what he say a lot because he one of them young niggas, them little hot-head niggas, really don't care. And he said what he said, basically, and I don't agree with it, but I don't disagree with it because at the same time, people saying that he was, like, really disrespectful. The only disrespectful part, I think, was that it actually was on live because this is a conversation that many niggas probably have had in a group with their friends, and I understand, you know, Kodak, for being a young nigga, he's supposed to, you know, apologize and feel bad about what he said. I mean, not bad, but, you know, kind of feel a little grief and everything. But he apologized and niggas still coming to his neck.
What kind of apology was that, though?
I mean, but
that's one of them apologies your mother make you say that you really don't mean.
I mean, but
he did it really wasn't an apology.
And that's how he said it too.
Yeah. He said I'm sorry if I was wrong. I don't think I was wrong. You know, some of those words, but you know, that's not a real apology, dog.
It's not, because at the same time, when you make a person apologize at, like, the stature he's at in his career, it's to, you know, to water down the media. But he probably really don't care about what he said, which I honestly don't blame him, because he was basically just having a normal conversation with his niggas. It was just so happened to be recorded on live. And
who live it came from? His?
I feel like it came from his, but that's a conversation that came up.
Even worse.
And you know how?
Like, so you
but do you watch Kodak lives though? Do y'all watch his lives normally?
Not really.
Okay, most of his normal lives in that way, or when he's in the room with somebody else, he will leave the phone somewhere and then go off and have another different conversation. So, I think from an understanding standpoint, he actually just forgot he was on live and had a conversation with his niggas.
Don't forget, if you started.
He famous, nigga just dropped the phone.
That's
boom.
Cool, but you still went. You know you live, dog.
Nigga, we would know we live because we would care.
No, but
if that came from his, then he was wrong for that.
This the social media age.
Like I said, he the one thing I don't like about it is creating a beef between the older and the youth.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's something that if you go back and you read the Willie Lynch novel, that is something that, you know, was part of the plot. You know, creating the beef between the young and the old, the divide.
Educate the people real quick on the Willie Lynch novel and the situation of that time.
Yeah, you know, they was basically breaking down the entire black family from top to bottom. They were removing the fathers. They was separating the light skin from the dark. You know, we all know the house slave, field slave, all that. They was raping the women, putting babies in them, just all that.
And bucking. Don't forget about the bucking issue that they had when
they was definitely bucking the guys.
Yeah.
They was breaking them down too.
In front of the families.
In front of the families.
Which is quote unquote what's going on in America today, but we can get on that subject another time.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know, so it's like the plan is still working. Because that right there in our community is big right now. And the way Kodak is going in, it is really like, even though I like it personally because I'm tired of T.I. Me personally, like, I'm still angry at what he. He made a whole diss record about Floyd Mayweather, but didn't want to do the celebrity boxing match. I promise you I would have paid for that because Floyd Mayweather did T.I. dirty.
And T.I. knew that.
How can you be mad at somebody not wanting to box a professional boxer? A rapper.
Like, the nigga don't got a loss on his record.
You supposed to be so tough. You had your little ace bandage hand the last time, claiming that you messed your hand up and all that.
It's a different. I can't move with you on asking a rapper with no type of background besides
but I'm tired of
little small scuffles because he didn't get in the ring with a pro boxer.
At a certain time, when T.I. was heated at that point,
talking too much though.
The common sense had to set in though. Like, nigga, I'm finna fight a boxer, nigga. Like
that's not a good business move.
At all, you gonna get knocked out round 1, 30 seconds, nigga. Well, nigga, you think T.I. gonna get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather with an apron on finna serve him up an 18-piece fry like that, nigga? No!
He gonna get beat up quick. But like I said, T.I. been going at a lot of people. I'm still personally mad about how he came at Kanye.
What about that?
I mean, wasn't he invited to come with Kanye?
I think that was a smarter move not to go.
I don't understand.
I don't agree with that.
People complain so much about the president.
Yeah.
He's one of the main
like guys who on that platform complain so much. If you're given that opportunity to go to hash things, and not hash things out, but to speak your piece, why wouldn't you take that offer?
To his face.
Because T.I. is he's the hood voice, and he's not the one to actually stand in front of like the crowd.
Yes, he is. T.I. does a lot of
expeditiously.
Stuff. Right.
That's why he said that. Expeditiously.
On the video, right? He ain't the one to call Kodak and straight up say, "Hey, young nigga, you're doing wrong." No, he had to do it on social media. He's a social media hype.
So if you're going to be all this social media hype, but you can't go say it to the man's face. You're supposed to be a man of respect. Kanye had the nuts to go and tell him, look, you need to let Hoover out.
Yeah, straight up.
But then with Kanye, T.I. could have been that voice that made more sense to us because Kanye is on his whole...
He on his whole way, so like I said,
right.
You was invited to go. You didn't go, but you crucified Kanye through your social media.
Nah, I mean, like, T.I. ain't had no time, man. You got to realize that.
What you mean you have time?
They have time.
No,
you can make time. He's rich.
No, look at it.
You can make time to go talk to the president and speak your mind.
T.I. has 2 jobs. He's a rapper and he works at Leah's because that nigga's all cap in the social media gang. I swear to God. He goes at everybody and nothing ever happens. The only thing he did in his career was he let Flip push his album back about 6 years. So that was like, that nigga went to the Clover G's. He really did that.
Yeah, you body him, man.
He was about that at that time.
Got Shorty Low too, right?
He got Shorty Low a little right, you feel me? Just a tad bit, but they kind of doing the loud
projects.
We know that.
Yeah, but Luda kind of settled him down a little bit.
Luda just killed him in the rap battle.
Yeah.
Luda killed him in the rap battle. He destroyed him.
Yeah, but T.I. came at Kodak. The gang came at Kodak, and this nigga Kodak told the gang. What you say, Key? What you say?
50 had to pull you off a pole.
I didn't want to believe. I didn't want to believe that shit.
You okay?
50 pulled.
50 had to pull you off. Then he talked about the butterfly, and the nigga did have a butterfly. Everybody
changed to L.A. Put
the
L.A. on Dodger.
Remember when he was on Change the Heart because Joe Buttons exposed that first.
Yeah. I mean, Kodak don't give a shit. Like
he had to come pull you off the pole.
I mean, but you got niggas like T.I., The Game, what's the nigga name? Tank came with this nigga. Who the other light skinned nigga that was in Easy clique? His brother supposedly wrote for Easy. A nigga like 40 years old, but he came at Kodak too and was like,
damn, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, nigga like supposedly an OG.
Yeah,
he a Crip too in LA. But like Kodak, nigga ain't like 20, 21.
Yeah, he's somewhere around that. But I feel like ain't no justification for his words.
Ain't no justification.
But it's people who we know.
Yeah, people we know. Yeah, Birmingham niggas.
It's no way to justify those words. It's unfortunate that he got recorded saying it because I'm sure that's a conversation that's going on as a joke.
Yeah. Because like, nigga, look at it, nigga. This is new we talking about. Definitely. Lauren London,
right?
Like any chance you like, oh, she's singing, nigga. a nigga just died. You feel me? Oh, R.I.P. Nip. Because I'm just speaking on Kodak's behalf because I'm not really explaining like this if this is right or not because
it's clearly wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
You sorry because you got caught.
But I'm saying, but niggas like don't come in his neck because this is a natural conversation that niggas will have because who ain't had a crush on Nunu? You feel me? Like
time and place for everything. I don't think not even a full week after the man passed away.
It's definitely not the right time.
Yeah, that ain't.
They're very disrespectful.
It's disrespectful. It's rude. It's all those things.
But you know what he doing?
What he doing? Eating off this shit?
Eating off of it.
Oh yeah, nigga gonna eat.
Because he all over the place right now. And the way he going at T.I. and Game is making, I'm telling you, but at the same time, it's creating a divide.
Yeah, when Kodak came to Birmingham? Like a week ago?
It was the day. I think it was that day. He said
he was in Atlanta. Had to be Atlanta 2 hours from me. He had to be in Atlanta.
The nigga came to Birmingham in a fur coat, unbothered. Like he like nigga okay, yeah. Like he eating off this shit. Bro.
I don't think that's making a divide though, because I think that's just him by himself.
Nah, it's a divide.
It's a divide. Because you got a bunch of the young crowd standing behind Kodak.
That's just them though. Like
a bunch of the older heads standing behind. With T.I. and Game.
But who in the young?
Well, no.
I don't think people in the young crowd who's in that spotlight standing behind him because you back him and you're somebody of notoriety.
It ain't about who's in the spotlight. We talking about the people that's in the street, the people that's really out here that really look up to these guys. That's what I'm concerned about.
That's more of a like real young, like 21, 18. That's
the problem.
But you have to look at the older heads that's coming out too. That's saying basically like
it's some dumbass.
Nah, niggas basically at T.I. like fam. You ain't have to go social media with this shit. Like you could have just called this nigga up. Which he definitely could have called this nigga up and told.
But then again, I feel like that's one of them things.
Like Turk did.
I feel like it's one of them things. You did it in the public. I can give you a public response.
Nah, nigga. No, you supposed to be old head. You got to be real. And plus, especially if you tilt, because like I said, lid store worker, my nigga around all the hats.
I'm tired with the social media, thrashing of people, but. Like I said, I mean, how many times has he said like just crazy stuff about President Trump? Which we all agree with, but you didn't have the nuts to go and say it to his face.
I'm gonna bring up a quote to y'all in which, like, I like T.I. music, but after this quote, it's just like that nigga said it just made me not really fuck with T.I. What kind of king throws a birthday bash in the middle of the summer? And some fucking leather pants. Like, this nigga let Gucci Man come out and diss him all the way out and then respond.
Gucci Man went at T.I. for a long time.
Jeezy even made his step to Gucci, but T.I., what he do?
T.I. did nothing.
Exactly.
He never responded.
Exactly.
Nothing.
I want to come at Kodak Black at his neck expeditiously. Like my nigga,
that nigga Kodak be clowning him.
Hey, Kodak really come in and said, I
feel like he's under his skin a little bit. he got the little trap museum in Atlanta. He took the boy picture down, but
and nigga said,
I ain't give you
permission to put my shit up.
Kodak,
fuck about you taking
Kodak and Tilt. Kodak gonna go get this man's daughter, drop a baby off in there, and then not give a fuck. Like Kodak,
that's disrespectful.
Hey, Kodak gonna do what he gotta do, man. Like, that nigga don't care. Y'all nigga from Florida, bro. Like, Tip could've, like I said, only thing I got a problem with, these niggas really could've called him. The game, this nigga named Jason Young. Jason Young could've really called this man. I know how he felt because he, heart-bound by Nip. Okay, nigga.
I'll give that a little bit more leeway because T.I., I don't know.
T.I. come across the country to say, hey, man, I don't even know what he said, but the word that stuck with me was expeditiously.
Fix that shit. Expeditiously.
Hey, Kodak, you gotta fix that shit.
That nigga Kodak keep clowning him saying expeditiously.
Oh, God.
On all his videos. Expeditiously. Nothing go harder than when that boy said, I'm in Georgia right now.
Hey, that was a hard line.
Nigga said, I don't give a fuck. I'm in Georgia right now.
That's when I knew at the point Kodak really does not care about this. Like, this nigga meet up with me right now, nigga. You could have called me. That nigga said, you could have called me. All y'all niggas acting like y'all big, y'all little boying me. Which they all acting like they're little boying him on social media. Like, they could have called this nigga. Niggas know niggas in the industry, even if you don't have his number. Somebody got his number. You could have called this nigga within an hour. But nah. You want to drop a video and give this nigga the fame that he want? Yeah, I'm going to eat off this. He a young nigga. Yeah, I'm going to eat off this, bro. Like, why not? It's going to make me money. Yeah.
Straight out of Compton said, what about the publicity?
What they say?
What they say? All publicity is good publicity?
All publicity is good publicity. I don't know if I said that right.
Say it again.
I'm from the South, nigga.
What that mean?
Publicity, nigga. There we go, yeah.
Sound it out.
Yeah, nigga, fuck you, fuck second grade spelling and pronunciations. But yeah, man, I feel like they doing Kodak a little. They handling him real too rough right now.
They not handling him.
He handling them.
I mean, his apology was still disrespectful. Because I mean, I know I didn't disrespect.
Right, it's not an apology. You just recanted your apology in your apology.
Even though I know I didn't.
He did. So
that's still a child, man. That's still a child.
And then you could tell he did it on the spur of the moment, like, man, fuck it, because the nigga was outside.
He was getting that heat. I'm sure his phone was probably nonstop.
But you know how
you had to address that at one point.
You know how niggas be? They be like, fuck it, man. Anywhere, any space they in. The nigga was outside at night. Probably just hopped out the tour, but you know what? Fuck it. You know, Lauren last night mean nothing about it. RP dude. Nigga said RP dude.
RP dude. He ain't even calling him. He keep calling him dude.
You feel me? Like, I mean, but he ain't know him. Ain't meet him.
No, bro. That's not a good.
Ain't no way he know how to respect this nigga because he never met.
No,
this nigga.
but that's no.
Bro, he coming up in the hood where it's dead niggas everywhere.
That's
you don't
fine.
respect the dead nigga.
Yes,
like,
you do. Unless you beefing with him, but bro. No, you can't say he don't know how to respect somebody.
Bro,
that literally makes no sense. He don't know how to respect.
That is the problem.
This whole situation.
Our community is the lack of respect.
Yeah, definitely. But this
that's why I say that's the one thing that I hate about it. It's funny though. It's funny how you going at T.I. It's hilarious to me.
Oh yeah. You just don't like T.I.
Nah, I don't like T.I. I'm tired of him going at everybody. You just be throwing everybody under the bus. You know, and I'm tired of that. So before he would say, "Oh, your '80s baby," when he was talking about Sticky Fingers, I don't even like the '70s and '80s babies. I'm a '90s baby. I don't respect none of y'all.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I didn't like that because it's like, okay, why?
The problem with the black community right now is understanding, and nobody understands nobody. Nobody from the '60s to the '70s to the '80s to the '90s to the 2000s. I know I damn sure don't understand these 2000 babies. So, understanding, like, the level of understanding goes away every decade. Probably less than that, because
it shouldn't be like that, especially with the 2000 kids, because
exactly.
They're born. They're very smart, but I don't feel like they know where exactly to challenge what they're taking in.
Yeah.
You're born with a phone in your hand with everything at your fingertips right off the bat.
And as a 90 baby myself, I feel like we're the bridge to the gap, because we are still the kids that didn't have technology and had technology at the same time of life. Like, we grew up in the advancement of technology. Yeah, like, we grew into the advancement. So we know how to live without it, but at the same time, we like, nigga, why would we want to live without this good shit? You feel me? Like, and like the people before us just like, yeah, you know, technology and all that. But the 2000 babies, like, they can't live without it. And we like in the middle, and we balance it, but we the only ones who really understand how to balance it. You feel me? So, and I'm gonna throw this at Keaton, because like, my nigga, I know you got something to say about that. So nigga, how you feel about like the equal balance of technology versus like real life? Because you come from a time where, you know, the only enjoyment of life, you can go outside with your friends and, you know, where to meet niggas at. You know, you probably go to the washer with your mom, and the arcade right there by it. Nigga, I didn't grow up with an arcade or nothing like that. So it's like, I had to meet my friends on different type of standards. What kind of difference change do you see, or how you feel about it? You feel me? Like, cause times change, and I don't know if it changed for the better or the worse.
Kids definitely ain't outside as much.
Oh nah.
And I was always outside. I had a Sega Genesis. I had a Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't play them shits. I had a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 2. Them shits collected dust.
I play my games.
I'd rather be outside.
Yeah.
You know, I remember in my apartment complex, we used to play football in a little ditch. The little, you know, the one man try to get past everybody.
Yeah, throw it, get past.
Yeah, we used to play that in a ditch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
niggas fucking them ankles out there.
So,
I know they had no cleats on. Niggas out there in Converse going hard.
We out there in tennis shoes, and you know we try to launch up from the top of the ditch, try to smack you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Niggas trying to go to the hospital. Nigga.
You know, or we'll just be outside playing basketball. We'll go to the youth center. Like,
Yeah.
You know, we'll try to see the girl. Once middle school came, you was trying to get with the women.
Yeah, and this
at the youth center, but. You know, all this video games and just in the house stuff, kids that are obese is just crazy to me. Kids that be lazy because they just be growing up doing that. I really hate, the one thing I hate about technology is I feel like it's eliminating jobs.
True.
It's creating jobs too, but it's like, I mean, you go into McDonald's now and they got a kiosk now. Like,
yeah,
what do you
that's
mean?
wild. Like, I can order my food through the kiosk and they just like,
I mean, but you can order from your phone too.
Number 62,
You know?
CJ. Like,
Only thing they need is the cooking. That's on his way from being eliminated.
Nah, I'm not eating no establishment that, you know, a machine cooking my food. Nigga ain't put no love into that flip of that burger.
Come on, dog. It's fast food.
Yeah, fast food. You know, I'm trying to stop this fast food shit anyway. Yeah, you know, it's killing niggas. But if I see a nigga back there cooking my fries and flipping my burger, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, it's a nigga back there. I see a machine going crazy with the spatula. Nah, I gotta walk about the establishment, my guy. Like, nah.
I come from an era where, as a young adult, you know, telemarketing or telecommunication was an easy job you can get. You can go right down to West Communications in Hampton, or you can go to the old Newmarket Mall and work for, you know, one of these. You work for T-Mobile, or you work for back then Sprint and Nextel and Singer. I worked for Singer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At West Communications. You walk into a job paying $9.50 full-time hours, and you had the opportunity to get mad overtime, and all you doing is
Which was a good price for the times, right?
Exactly. Good price for the time.
Yeah, you like fresh out of high school.
Right.
And it's like, and altogether, that's like $450 a check, right?
Nah, man, you get like 600 something.
Oh, nigga, you saying 600 something a check like that out of high school, nigga?
And got what year we talking about?
We talking about 2005.
So that's decent for the year.
All right, so
I don't want to be making $950 in 2019.
2005, I'm coming out making $600 a check, and Jordan's price was like $94.
Fuck
nah,
no.
they were still 150. So you gonna pay the 170 for them joints, but they wasn't 200 yet.
I just want to let you know I would have had all the J's still. Because, nigga, I ain't got no bills, but probably a phone bill. And that's because I just want to take Shorty because, you know, she got to come through sometime late night.
Yeah, so.
Out of high school with a phone bill?
And it would be like, the thing about it is, like, the way it was, it would be like job fairs. And you just walk in, you come in, boom, you get the on-the-spot interview. You start 2 weeks later. Full time.
I don't think people like
and
these.
Now you call a company now, you're gonna go through about 6 different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
voice messages.
And that's because, like, and a lot of people don't hire people. I mean, you know, you can start working at the age of 16, but a lot of people don't really hire people at the age of 16 unless you like a retail market like Target, Walmart.
I mean, who's supposed to hire them though?
I mean,
that's the average. That's the average job for a child.
Yeah, like fast food restaurants and retail.
Fast food, grocery stores, retail.
Yeah. So how y'all feel about these people that's basically saying that, you know, you need 5 years of experience? Like,
it depends what job. Some jobs prefer that.
No, but I feel like if I come to get another job, if I need 5 years of experience, nigga, why am I working? I didn't come here to do the same job I did in my last job.
Who's
nigga.
asking for it though?
Like, it depends. Like, why you need 5 years of experience if you try to get away from another job?
Give me an example of who's asking for that specifically.
All right, let's say if I want to go work for AT&T, and You probably need about 3 years of experience to be. No, I say 5. 5 years of experience to be one of their technicians and everything. So like if I just came fresh out of school and like boom, I just want to be a technician.
You just want to be somebody who a customer service rep at AT&T.
That's what you about to walk into fresh out of high school as a customer service rep.
Yeah. Fresh out of high school, customer service rep.
Yeah. Well, AT&T, you don't necessarily need experience because they have a system in place geared towards students with a bunch of benefits. They encourage that.
I'm not saying to go by the script. I'm saying what if they said we need 5 years of experience?
I feel like
how do I get experience if I don't have a job?
It's preferred you have experience with coming into most jobs if you're an adult. It's preferred.
Yeah.
Store like AT&T, they do mention they're more comfortable if you do have experience. You don't necessarily have to.
Nah, they have niggas with experience, bro. Like
you don't. I've known people who
you just not gonna get that technician job. You're gonna get a customer service rep job.
And even with that technician, you don't necessarily have to have experience. It's better if you do, but that's the whole point of training and orientation. If you don't, even with it, you still have to go through it.
Yeah. So, as far as classifications, what if I'm better than a worker who has like the 10 years of experience?
How are you better?
Because I'm
with no experience.
I'm fresh and I want to learn.
But you have no experience versus somebody who has 10 years of experience.
But how you don't know that their whole 10 years of experience won't be given to me in 2 weeks?
Still though, like
because
they've
I'm a fresh
been working
mind.
for 10 years. They're still a fresh mind. When did they start working? What if they started working when they was fresh out of high school? Now it's 10 years later, they only 28.
Yeah, and then
they still got a fresh mind.
And what if their whole
their
love for doing what they're doing is gone?
You talking about somebody for 10 years that hasn't called in, like they've been coming to work consistently for 10 years?
Yeah, who doing that?
A lot of people doing that.
Consistently for 10 years, never called.
Yes, a lot of people. Everybody don't want to call off work.
Man, people who have responsibilities, man, they got them jobs, and you walk into a job like that, they're not calling in, bro.
5 days a week.
Yes. It's benefits that come with just showing up to
8 hours a day.
Yes,
dog.
You gotta go to work.
All right, now since I got those technicalities and classifications out of that, I'm gonna come from a personal experience. My dad worked 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, and was forced to retire because he worked too hard. Now, do I want to be in that position? Nigga, no. So, as far as seeing that on the back end, what is better?
That depends what type of job you're working.
No.
It does.
All jobs come with
is your
some
dad's
type of
house paid for?
Yeah, but
is your dad's house paid for?
I'm not gonna get into all of that, but yeah, it was a way for the house to be paid for.
What type of work was your father doing?
Physical labor.
Right. So you can't sit there and compare that job to something in the office. You showing up for 8 hours a day.
I said technicians. Most technicians that work at AT&T and at Apple and all that are on their feet.
That's still
that's
cool.
not
necessarily.
Labor, though, like,
not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
It's not the same.
Okay, I've never
either.
walked into an Apple store and I've seen one of the workers sit down.
I have.
But
AT&T, yeah, because it wasn't packed.
But that's not going.
And that's still, like you said, that's not physical. You can't compare.
Yeah, waking up in the morning having to go to a job can break anybody down. Like
no, it can't,
no, not compared to
Okay.
actual physical labor where you're getting up, pushing pallets and all that.
I mean, I feel you because I can attest for that. I work, Walmart.
Yeah, we both
We
work
both
at
at Walmart, Plantation USA. And going from Walmart to going to, a sit-down job, I can still say, well, my job is technically not, it's a sit-down job, but I do a lot of work at the same time. But Walmart was way more physical because, I worked in the juice aisle, picking up them big gallons of Hawaiian punch.
Honestly,
all day,
they'll put you where they want to.
Yeah, because I'm a nigga and I'm big. They can put me on that juice and that water. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we got somebody to throw that water in that juice. We got,
That's like once again different. I had overnight shift.
Yeah.
No way in hell I wanted to be at Walmart from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m.
It's terrible.
That's a whole that's a completely different type of taxing on my body.
Yeah.
So nah, I'm not finna say it's impossible for somebody to show up 10 years to work faithfully every day if it's not something like that. You'll have your days here and there.
Yeah.
Where you got paid leave, but folks show up to work because they have responsibilities.
That too. I give you that. Responsibilities make you.
You're gonna have to go to work, man.
Yeah.
When you know that you're gonna lose your place to live, you gonna go to work.
Yeah.
If you got a child that you gotta provide a place to live for, you're going to go to work.
And what you should, yeah.
You know, but even if you just desire that bread, that check to be full, you gonna go to work every day.
Oh no, I'm not saying like don't go to work, don't be a broke nigga. Boom, boom. I'm just saying what forces you not want to work versus what's acceptable of I want to go to work.
Nobody wants to work.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go and do the job. Now, I'm pretty sure
unless you really have a passion for it.
Yeah.
And you're living well off of it.
Right.
You know, because you can have a passion. I mean,
and not be getting paid for it.
Who has a passion to work in fast food?
Nobody. Unless you like a fry cook like SpongeBob.
Unless you really want. Unless you goddamn SpongeBob SquarePants.
They made SpongeBob like he loved that shit.
You know, like, who has a passion to push the carts?
Nobody.
At Walmart.
Shit, especially in the summer.
That's the job. I worked at Walmart as a teenager. I was pushing the carts out
you
there.
In the summer, all the girls coming by, you feel me? You pushing carts. How you felt like that? Like,
man, I didn't mind. I was in
high school. You got a job.
Yeah, I was in high school, so it didn't matter.
Oh, okay, yeah, high school wise. Yeah.
I don't want to be 30 years old.
Yeah, I'm 33.
That's a different ballgame.
Pushing cars, even as a part-time job.
Then that's embarrassing.
I'm not trying to do that.
You go back to that plantation, you're going to see a lot of that going on, my nigga. Walmart is a plantation full of that. All of that, you feel me? So, it was cool in high school, right? 20 years later, it's just like, nah, I don't want to be in that space, you feel me? So at the time, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm making money, but 20 years later, it's not I'm making money.
Because, I mean, fuck no, you older.
Okay,
you're a grown man. Yeah.
Priorities are way different. You want to work comfortably.
Yeah.
You don't want that feeling of working paycheck to paycheck.
So my question is, why not have that same mindset when you're younger?
Well, when you're younger, if you're not out on your own and you don't have those responsibilities, you're living with your parents and you're not required to pay a rent, a bill that's going to be at least, if you're not required to come off about $1,000 off rip every month, you're not going to be thinking like that.
Unless the situation calls for that. You grow into that.
You get your check and you good.
Yeah, that's real.
Versus when you get your check, it is gone.
All right, so
all the bills.
My whole thing is, if you would have had that same mindset younger, at the same age you was in high school, that nigga, I gotta get more money. You feel me? I gotta this is not acceptable. Don't you think at an older age you would have made more money by then?
Say that again because I'm not following you.
All right, let me put it into another perspective. Okay, white families with money, more on the line, because I'm gonna go say that white families have a more. Now I'm not gonna say that. That sounds very outlandish. Families with stability, boom. More parents don't force their kids to go get these jobs because they don't have to. Mm-hmm. On the other side of people that have to go get these jobs. So if I'm sitting right here and I have to have a job, why is my mindset that I have to have a job or I'm okay with it now? As far as the people that don't have to get the job, but they have the same job, like it's kind of the same. Why my mindset got to be in the same way because they got money? I want more money, right? Why I can't be thinking like their parents, like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, that, boom, 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 bam, bam, to go get more money instead of just having that same stable mindset. Why am I stuck in the same place like I have money?
Because you're not having to spend your money, so you think you have money, versus when your money is going towards your bills and you find out
it's not a need in that moment. It's not really
you ain't got no money.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like
your only responsibility is to go to school.
So you getting a $500 check every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And you ain't got no rent. You in the crib with moms. Your moms make you give her like $200.
Yeah. If that, she probably lets you enjoy what you like your what you earn.
Especially in high school.
Yeah.
In high school,
you're not coming off that period.
You might have to pay your cell phone bill.
That
she's trying to teach you a little responsibilities.
Or you just might want to do a nice act for your mother.
And break off a little something.
Right.
I feel it.
You know, so boom, you getting like 500.
Yeah.
And first of all, 500 in high school.
It's a grip. You eating. Nigga, come on.
Bad.
You got 500 a check. You
bad.
save.
So let's go back to
250 that check.
9 times out of 10, you're probably, if you're able to work consistently about 5 hours a day, you probably get about 3 something.
Yeah.
And you're in high school right now.
Yeah.
So out of your 3 something, you probably get your mom about 100.
Yeah, so
Maybe
you got
about 75.
You got 250 to flex with. Really.
Right. And we talk about probably about 75 for the month. You probably get to keep your whole second check. You living with moms. You're in high school. Your mom not about to make you pay for nothing. You ain't having to pay for no food. All you gotta pay for, you got your, if you got a whip or something, your parents blessed you with a whip or something.
You got a whip.
You know, so boom, you got a little gas money. You buy all the sneakers.
What if your parents didn't give you a whip? What if you had to pay for your own whip?
Well, then you're gonna be looking at it a little bit different.
Yeah.
You're gonna be looking at it a little bit different. Yeah. You probably gonna, I don't know. If it was me, I know my parents bought me a nice little cheap little whip. Little 1990 Honda Civic joint. It was hard. It was hard.
Yeah.
Word up. Yeah. My shit was hard. Yeah. I love my little. It was red. It was automatic joint.
Yeah.
Like I loved it. You know what I mean? Mom blessed me. Shout out to my moms. You know what I'm saying? And my pops. They looked out, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But
same for me, man. My parents
also had a car just inherited.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I didn't have a direct car. I just drove my parents' car. Then after, I actually wanted my own car. I kind of bought my parents out of that car because I got the whole engine and transmission fixed, and I paid for it. So it was like, different strokes for different folks, but we're in the same lane.
And just to add on to my argument, especially with kids, no matter what, I feel like if you get a job, you have that mindset like, man, I'm trying to run this up.
Yeah, you
no matter what. So I can't really agree with you saying why we don't have that mindset. You get that job, you want to max out your potential. You want to max out,
but you're stable at that point, right?
One thing I'll say,
because I don't have any responsibilities. I can't compare my situations now to what my situations were when I was 17, 18.
That right there, not having responsibilities. Is that a cripple or is that just like another?
That's life.
It's life. So
that's life, depending on what type of hand you would do.
So at that point, you're not saving. You're just doing what you want to do with your money, right?
Me personally, no, I was not. I'm just now getting the concept of really having a good grip on my money or some type of grip because
how old are you?
I'm 23. I had to think about it.
And Keaton, all right, what point of your life did you actually realize that money was meant to be saved?
My parents at 23 was like, yeah, we're just going to let you know you're going to have to start paying all your own bills right now.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And I was down here at the time. I came down here, I was 21. You know what I'm saying? And student loans was paying my bills.
Yeah.
And then they was like, nah, we gonna cut these students.
yeah. It's too much niggas gotta pay back, nigga.
You gotta pay your own.
Yeah.
And so right then, I was like, bet. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 jobs.
Yeah.
And all through the time I finished at UAB, because after football was over, it was straight work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had 2 jobs. I saved up, bought a little ice machine, started selling slushies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trapping out the band, man. You feel me? Slushy gang. Yeah.
So
trapping.
I was working extremely hard. I had, at one point in time, like I was part-time at UAB and I had 3 jobs. I was working as a sand guard, security guard at Railroad Park for Edward Sanders.
Yeah.
He was a retired officer that owned that contract. He gave money. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Edward Sanders, black man.
Yeah.
I was also working at Arby's, and then I was also working. I was also working at Sam's Club doing the little demos.
Nigga was eating, what? nigga was eating, bro.
I was working hard because it's easy to get a job out here. People don't understand. People just don't be wanting to work.
Yeah.
I used to work at Arby's damn near 30-some hours a week, and I was working full-time security at Railroad Park. But he was at Railroad Park.
Yeah.
He was just standing there, walking around. You know what I mean? It was Railroad Park was
getting
brand new
you getting
at that
paid
time.
just to be there.
All kind of women was in Railroad Park.
And that's why you liked it, dude.
Oh, my God. You should. Railroad Park used to be jumping. You security. I mean, you ain't really getting paid that much, but.
My whole point behind this, at any time when you was making this money, boom, wham, boom, who was on your neck about saving it?
My mother definitely was. My mother can save. I still have bad habits because I love sneakers. That's what I want.
I like
that's what I want. But now, like I said, once you mature in the situation, you learn it. You learn as an adult. You got to grow into that. I'm not some parents and children some parents that preach it to their children grasp it better. I wasn't one of those kids.
So, do you feel as if a child that hears this from the age 7 on to 18 would do better at saving?
It's the coin flip. You don't know because like my mother's preached to me financial literacy my entire life. But it's one of those things.
Well, nigga, you just stubborn.
No, it's not stubborn. It's just one of those things you have to learn on your own. Some shit got to really hit the fan for you to be like, oh, well, when it really starts rolling in, you have to be smarter. You have to just say no to. You can't have everything you want.
I'm gonna go personal.
Yeah.
One thing that I love about my father, is that even though I didn't really understand why he was working so hard at the time. Because I didn't know my little brother was on the way, and my pops was working like 3-4 jobs. And one of the jobs, like I was in middle school, like 6th grade, and this dude was working like as a janitor part time. He was in the Air Force, so he was making good money there, but he was scrapping out here. Like he was working he would clean up buildings and whatnot, and he would bring me with him, and he would put me to work with him. You know what I'm saying? Like we would clean up a courthouse, or we would clean up the bathroom trash, the bathrooms, and
that gritty
clean out the trash cans at Yorktown Beach.
Yeah.
You know, then he tried to like start his own businesses. Like he was like pressure washing houses, cleaning bank windows. He was he tried to start a moving business at one point in time. He would always have me working with him. Like he would put me to work. Like we'd be working like long hour days. Like he would make me work like real deal.
Yeah.
He was paying me like $10 an hour in middle school. Like real talk, he would just pay me like cash.
Oh, that's some bread right there though.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Once again, no responsibilities. You just cashing out, man.
But I loved it because he made me understand. Like, listen, you gotta have bread out here. He would always preach that, like, you gotta have some money. I wanted to play sports. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I didn't like is that he didn't take me to the gym. One thing I wish that he would have did with me is like the amount of time, all them hours that I worked with him, that he would have at the same time took that time to go just take like an hour or two, take me to the gym and build me up at what I want to do. I was nice. You know what I'm saying? I was willing to work, but yeah, you know, take that time and invest it into something that I'm trying to do too. But, you know, back to what we was talking about, he made me appreciate money. My mother, on the flip side of that, my mother just was like, she taught me more of the responsibility. Especially as a young adult, you know, like as soon as I graduated high school, I wasn't off. I didn't get the scholarship and all that, and I was in the house. She wasn't hearing that laying up sleep while she was going to work. She was like, "You grown now,
right? You gotta go get it.
You gotta go get a job. Plain and simple. And you had to give us some money. Teach me responsibilities. Like, nah, man, you gotta be a man out here.
That's right.
Can't just be laying up in here with me, living off me."
And then at a certain age, especially after high school, you finna go into college if that's your route. And especially if you're not going, you have no option. You have to.
You gotta work.
You have to start working.
Like, that's what I think. Like, I applaud. Listen, to the families that I don't disagree with families that don't force their children out of their house until they're ready. But I will say that, as far as the way I'm gonna raise my child, if my child doesn't, you know, go off to school either on academic scholarship or on academic or athletic scholarship or whatever, if he doesn't decide to go to college at all, he's gonna have to work. I won't force him to go out here and actually pay his own bills, but you will have to go get a full-time job.
Right.
If you don't want to go to school, you will do that, and you will pay like at least 2 of these bills. You're going to pay your cell phone bill off rip. if you want a cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're gonna probably pay the electric bill. You know, just to kind of teach you responsibility, just to show you that you don't get to keep all your money. You gotta come out with it, and you know, I let him like find himself and live with me for all that time. But I think at a certain age, like once you hit about 25,
you want to get out.
Yeah.
Unless you just, and that's what, unless you just lazy and you just comfortable living that life, you want to get out. But once you, and coming from a college student, once I had that taste of my apartment, the dorm wasn't nothing but getting my first apartment in college. I'm like, damn.
Well,
yo, I need this.
I saw some earlier, and I watched the 85 South show with HaHa Davis on there, and that was like February 2018. And you know, HaHa Davis been popping for about a good 2 or 3 years, right? And around that time of February 2018, fam said, yeah, you know, he just got paid. I still live with my mom's though in her basement. Like, I think at a certainty, when you really own something and you trying to stack your money, knowing that you finna feed your whole family,
absolutely.
It's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
Every situation is different.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
But if you just lounging,
nah.
off moms,
Nigga, you gotta
cool.
go. You gotta go.
Like if you like 30, you feel me? And you in the crib with moms, and it's not for an underlying circumstance. You didn't like, you know, invest in a house, and you went bankrupt or something. You got these kids and you just need help, or you're about to move into a house, so you just need to stack some bread up right quick, so you move in with moms.
Yeah.
All those understandable, but you just in the crib with moms. You like 30 something.
Chilling.
Just because.
You ain't paying the bills.
ain't doing nothing with your money.
You still getting all the sneakers. You like 30 something. Your sneaker game is dumb fly.
Immaculate, nigga. I got UTI words. Immaculate.
Yeah.
Extravagant.
You getting the sneakers expeditiously. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
That nigga Kodak said, I'm in Georgia right now.
Hey, nigga.
Kodak.
That nigga ready to comment, man, and expeditiously. Anyway, if you get money like that and you're in your mom's house, you 30 years old, and your mom's still paying all the bills by herself.
You are the
like,
definition of a nothing ass nigga.
Especially as a nigga, yeah. You gotta at a certain point, you want your mom to like not have to work. Like you seen your mom do this all these years, and you just want your mom to continue to take care of you. And you 48, mom 69, working at the retirement home where she's supposed to be at, and you know, like just doing stuff that she's supposed to been done with. You feel me? It's a certain point that you want to like put your moms in a better place, put your parents, your family in a better place, and like a lot of people don't have that drive, and that's why I'm saying like if we instill the drive into these kids, like nowadays, because they just don't care about nothing at all but social media.
That's why that father got to be in that household, because the daddy ain't playing that.
Well,
he ain't playing.
It's a lot of strong women out here raising these men though.
True, but if that father in that household with that mama,
it's a lot of sorry fathers in the household.
And that's true too.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Yeah, nigga.
That's true too. You got a lot of niggas, grown ass men,
being taken care of.
Grown ass men moving in with these women. They move out their mom. See, baby boy fucked the culture up. Cause Tyrese made it look cool.
Yeah.
From moms to your girl house. You know?
Especially if moms that have that Melvin in there. So
you know?
My mom got a man in there.
Yeah, but Melvin moved in with the woman instead of the woman moving in with Melvin.
Yeah.
You know? I made the mistake of moving in with a woman one time. I'll never do the shit again.
How did it go, Keaton? How did it go?
I mean, you know, it could have been bliss.
It could have been.
It could have been bliss, but it was when you move in with a woman as a man and you move in her house and your name ain't on nothing, you're going to give up any kind of manhood that you really have because you are under her control. You are under her control in her house. She can kick your ass out at any point in time. You ain't got no say so.
You can't do nothing about it. I get that point.
Nothing about it. That is not your house. You can pay the rent. You can pay the mortgage.
Your name ain't on
You can pay all the bills. If your name ain't on nothing.
She called the police.
You got to get out.
Right.
And so that leverage will put a hinge.
Yeah, it'll bruise your ego.
On your ego. It'll mess with your pride. Ego, like, it ain't even gotta really so much be the woman. It's just that you gonna be uncomfortable if you're a man that's used to being an independent man.
And if you're not uncomfortable, that's a problem. It's a problem in these households.
Definitely.
Like if you just feel good, even though you're supposed to feel good in the house with a woman. If you feel good for a woman just be taking care of you, it's a problem.
She gonna little boy you every day.
Oh yeah,
she gonna little boy you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. She gonna be coming at you, and she gonna be cheating.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Hey, bro, think about this.
About it, dude. You in the crib and you ain't paying the bills,
and you get took care of.
But I think that's either way. It's fishes on both sides of the fence.
Big fish, bass.
You can have a dumbass dude.
Cod.
You can have a dumbass dude. Yeah, all that.
Goldfish, Nemo.
All that, yeah.
All that.
Flounders.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
But you have your stupid women who will sit there and take care of a man.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say this. Don't ever say stupid women.
Oh, no, but wait. It exists.
All right, I'm going to just don't ever say stupid women.
Stupid women.
There are women out here that will take care of niggas. And listen, this is the thing about it. Women have become so independent that they're feeling like the dominant ones that they'll take a man that really ain't much that they can take care of,
build them up,
and then ain't really about building
you
them
can,
up.
but you saying like you said, like they can, but like you just said, manhood strip, ego. That's they bitch.
That's they go right.
They didn't build them up. They built this man up to make them they bitch.
Key.
Right.
I like this. I got a question though for you, cause I I know you. I feel like the listeners got a feel of who you are now.
Right.
All right. So, do you feel like a woman who takes care of everything, a too independent woman, is she dangerous?
I think if she's not submissive, then she's definitely dangerous.
Hold on. Dangerous.
Elaborate.
Dangerous. You too. What? Dangerous in what sense of the word?
Dangerous in a way that she won't be submissive, like in a way like, okay, first of all, you come into the equation as a man, and if you're trying to bring a presence of a man, that means you're, I guess, the alpha male in the relationship. That's how it's looked at. So a woman who is very independent, who's the alpha female, the alpha woman, do the alpha woman and the alpha male clash? Do she not know when to take that step now, or does the male take that step now?
If an alpha woman doesn't know how to be submissive, she will not last with an alpha male. Because an alpha male is not handed.
Okay.
I mean, he's not gonna back down.
Keep going, because I got an explanation for this. I brought this up for a reason.
Now, there's nothing wrong with being strong,
Yeah.
but you still have to recognize your role as the woman in the relationship.
I like where you're going. Now let him talk. Go, keep going.
I mean, if you have an alpha male, now,
Yeah.
if you got a bitch.
Whoa! You got what?
If you got a bitch, nigga.
Okay, yeah.
That's just going, not going to stand up for himself at all. Just, okay, all right. Don't know how to take charge. Somebody that you can walk all over.
Yeah.
You be what you want. You don't have to be submissive.
I like that energy. Now, as far as from what I seen with my two eyes, growing up in a 2-parent home, my dad hard as a rock. Tough. You can't. Niggas see my dad to this day and never think he smile. Like, this nigga don't joke, don't laugh, no nothing. Don't have a soft spot until my mom walk in that room. Like, I feel like as hard as my dad is, my mom is way harder to make him soft. Because
he's in love with their mom.
No. It was a point in life where they didn't know each other. And for me, growing up, hearing stories about both my parents, if I seen either one of them on the street, I wouldn't want to run to my mama. I would not, nigga. Like, that's how hard my mom was. And that's what I'm saying. Like, alpha female, is she stronger than the alpha male?
Listen, your mother chose your pops for a reason.
I like you said my mom chose my pops because my dad didn't choose my mom. My mom chose my pops.
Women always choose the man.
Yeah,
That's how it goes, bro. We don't choose women.
Yeah, hey, there we go. I'm on the court, nigga.
We might choose who we try.
Yeah,
but we always have to try them.
Always. Never know if it's gonna be 100%.
A lot of time, my favorite saying is, if I see a woman that I believe is beautiful, and I want to approach her, my favorite saying is, she just gonna have to tell me no.
Exactly, because
hey, that's the worst that can happen.
Let me ask you something though. You don't feel like in a relationship that both parties at some point should be submissive though?
A man is going to be submissive to his woman if he in love with her. There's certain things that a woman is gonna ask for that you're gonna do that you just gonna make. There's things that's just gonna make her happy. But as far as like, if that's your woman, she better respect your manhood.
Keen, I'm finna keep coming at you with the questions. All right, so do you feel as if in a relationship, who gives more, women or men?
I feel like it's even.
Nah,
that's the flip of a coin, man. If you in love with somebody that love,
I feel like
it's even.
I feel like women get way more.
Like you gotta understand. Okay, who paying the bills?
Depends.
Who paying the bills? Who paying the big bills? In my eyes, the man's supposed to pay the big bills.
Depends on what type of era you grew up in, because my era feels like every bill should be split.
Your era.
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't agree with. I feel like the man should pay the big bills, and women should pay the bills that are what they want. Necessities should be paid for.
What's considered a big bill?
A big bill,
like if you got
lights,
the mortgage and the mortgage is bigger than every other bill. You should have to cough up the majority of the money for the bill.
You feel me? Like, but if a woman want to, cable, boom, there you go. Netflix. Oh, you want Netflix, Hulu? That's all you. All that, you feel me? Like, necessities should be paid for by a man because that's taking care of the family. Like water bill, house note, gas, heat, all that good stuff should be over with. Boom, man, you have a place to stay in, a roof over your head. You can wash your ass. You good. You feel me? All the other fancy stuff that people, you can get your own nails done. You can get your hair did. I don't care how rich or poor I am. I can help you out because I'm with you because you look good to me raw. Because outside of it, like without all that, you look good to me without all that. Right. And if you feel the way to go get all that, I mean you looking good for yourself and somebody else. So go do that on your own. So
right, if you got a job and I'm paying all the you billless.
Yeah.
You got all your bread. Why I gotta pay you? I gotta get your nails done too.
So you want to do it out of kindness here and there?
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna do other things out of kindness.
But you're not touching the nails or nothing?
I mean, because at certain time, I would go with you. I'll go with you. Let's go get these many pennies together, babe. Like, we can be cute together, all that shit. But at the same time, not every time. You ain't finna get these $140 ass nails and toenails and shit.
I mean, you don't have any bills.
I'm supposed to be the only nigga seeing this anyway. You feel me? You look good, but I
like
you raw.
But that's like you getting a haircut, dog.
It's like me getting a haircut?
Yeah.
The haircut $20.
No. I'm not hitting on that. He said he's supposed to be the only one seeing it.
Yeah.
So you don't feel no type of way when you get a cut?
You the nigga that got dreads talking
No,
about
bro. We both talking about hair though. You don't feel no type of way when you get a cut and you get your shit lined up?
I ain't got a haircut in the month.
I didn't ask that. I said, do you not feel some type of way?
No.
Okay.
But I'm paying for my own haircut.
I get a haircut.
I get that. I get that. But he just said you paying for that.
I've never had somebody else paid for by another woman.
I'm not asking that question, dog.
You asking about so who we?
Like you probably
just for the woman.
Yeah. I work at UAB. Like,
bro, you still not answering the question, man.
I have to be approachable,
man.
Nigga.
You tiptoeing, nigga. Are you a ballerina, my nigga? You
big steps, swerving. Like, what are you trying to get at, nigga?
Answer the question.
Hey, when you get a cut, you get a cut to look like you.
They want you want to look good. You want to look good. So I'm not. You can't sit there and knock a female for wanting to get a manicure and pedicure with a nice color.
At the same time, if we're in a relationship and I'm paying all the bills and we both work full time, and you make like damn near the same amount of money, especially if you make more than me, but you don't have any bills, you got plenty of money. Why should I?
That sounds like you're taking care of a child.
Exactly. That's what most of it's going on these days. Like
that's not the same. No, it's not.
No,
like that's why I say most of the time, like the man should have the big bills and the woman should get maybe like 2 bills. All right, we go ahead and handle this. Can you handle this water or gas bill?
This generation is way different.
And I don't. As far as this generation go, I don't even like. We can't go full on that because not necessarily because how many people in our circle then got married and been years deep in parenthood and all this. I can't say that.
Too young. I mean,
exactly. So I can't sit there and just label this generation. It's what we do.
Your boy Justin gonna be one.
Yeah, shout out to our boy,
my boy Justin,
man.
We got J Head Jr. in the building, bro. Hey, that really it ain't hit me yet, but like, well, it hit me the other day. I was driving, going to the crib, and I saw a picture with this nigga with his kid in his arm. I swear I almost dropped a tear because like that shit real, bro. Like,
yeah,
we here now.
Like he's gonna be that one.
But getting different niggas though. We take care of what's ours. Like that's the thing.
But getting back to that point.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man,
let me gather my thoughts. Yeah,
come on, don't say the wrong thing.
No, I lost my train of thought because we started shouting them out. But
yeah.
Oh, God, that's the thought of like bills and whatnot. That's something that we think, or that's a casual thought that's brought up now. But once you actually in that situation and living it, you might be hit with a whole different type of thing.
I'm gonna tell you, I was dealing with a girl, and I don't know why people have problems with. I mean, a certain amount of people have problems with asking me for stuff, and a certain amount of people don't. I got a problem with the people who don't have a problem with asking me for stuff. They ask every day, even though. But it's like this one person. I swear to God, she would not ask me for anything, no matter how much she needed or whatever. Or y'all get what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, and she needed something, monetary wise, one day. I'm like, Fred, like, why you? She trying to go to a family there. I'm right here in her face. Like, just ask me for, I'm your nigga at this point. Like, I got you, but I'm trying to see, like, how hard of a woman do you have to be to not ask the nigga in your life for help? Like, is it a problem?
Did she grow up in a single parent household or two parents?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Because I feel stubborn. Nigga, yeah. I feel stubborn a lot of times asking anybody besides my mother for something.
No, but
I'm telling you, I have about $6. I won't ask nobody.
That's exactly how I feel.
I have zero, -$2 million. Hey, y'all want this bottle? I'm finna bring. Like, we finna get this shit some way.
I'll figure it out.
So how you can't relate to her if you just said?
But it's thing though. Like I have a complex.
Go to Plato's Closet. I get about $26.
Right, like if I can't go out and make it myself, I don't feel comfortable enough asking somebody for it who's not my mother.
I'm going to memory lane, nigga. Shout out to memory lane and the boys down there doing the thing. You feel me? I'm going to memory lane. I'm finna sell some shoes about to get $300. You feel me? Go get me a little grip. But I'm the nigga. I won't ask for nothing. I don't want you to give me nothing. But if you have something that you need, ask me.
But
bro.
You don't understand why they don't ask.
I have a complex. I need help. I'm begging for help. Like,
how you do something and not understand?
Y'all treat me like Future. I'm out here begging for help through my music. And y'all just out here loving it.
This is your intervention right now. I'm asking you how you do some shit and don't understand what somebody else do.
Let me tell you, that's a natural moral way of saying. I'm telling the world that I am.
And then again, you got two parents, bro.
Two lovable parents,
right?
Yeah. My parents. I go on my parents' house. You feel me? I'm going there, bit. Ooh, y'all ain't got nothing to eat in this bit. I'm ready to go, but I ain't finna dip. I'm finna get them something to eat too because I know these niggas up here. I see my dad eating crackers and peanut butter, which I know he don't have to. This nigga just lazy because he don't want to go nowhere. Shout out to Big Kurt, man. My nigga just be chilling. Man, I'm gonna be like, man, you want me to order a pizza? I'm finna dip anyway. I ain't finna eat the pizza, but niggas be like, yeah, go get that pizza.
That's being nice to your parents. I'm trying. Yeah. How does that correlate with not having anything? Not wanting to ask somebody else for something.
All right, so here we go. Boom. Let's say this. I have a good manageable job.
Okay.
I go to work every day. I need to and work an extra shift. Boom.
Got you.
All my bills hit in one time. I only see $20 on my check, and that's for the next 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm still. We on the same page. Okay.
I'm a nigga, and I'm the nigga who who normally provides for everybody. No matter if I got that $20 or not, you come ask for 10, boom, you got 10.
Who is the everybody that you're providing for?
Friends, family, loved ones. I love everybody, and that's just me. Which I probably gotta get away from that, but nah, I'm that nigga. So if I can only spend $1 out of that 20, I'm the nigga that needs now, right?
Okay, keep going.
Boom, I'm not finna ask. Do you know? It's a simple complex within me that makes it hard for me to just ask for handouts. I'd rather work for it. And
not even necessarily asking for a handout. Is it a handout if you need it?
I like that. I like that question.
Because you have two parents who I'm sure will, if you need something, they'll try their best to give it to you.
Yeah.
My mother would do the same.
But at a certain point of my life, if I needed it and I can't work to get it, why do I have it?
Say that one more time.
If I needed it and I'm working right now to get it and can't manage it, why do I have it?
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm really down, like it would be times I might have to swallow my pride and call moms and be like, yo, moms. Like,
I like that. I like that.
I'm fucked up.
and I know.
Can you loan a brother like $25?
I mean,
that's the one.
I don't even
gas tank, mama. I gotta get to work to make money.
I have no problem asking. I have no problem asking that.
25 of them.
I don't got no problem asking that question to my mother right now because I'm struggling. Yeah. I'm dealing with a job who is just not the best of times right now. I gotta commute to school every other day. It's hard finding gas money right now.
That's another thing I can speak on.
I know the place I'm employed at, who the pay system right now is very shiesty.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been the best of times right now for around 8 months.
Yeah,
I've had to get a job at Target, seasonal, ran out because I'm thinking things are gonna get better. Still not getting better, so I'm probably on the verge of getting back with Target just to carry me over until I get my degree.
Yeah.
And money's tight. It's hard to come across.
Yeah, and see,
my mother's the only one who has something coming in right now. I'll get stuff here and there because people will give me. People don't have no clue what's going on with me. I'll go to church. Lady will see me. Make sure like every other week she's giving me a check for X amount of dollars.
Yeah,
helping me out. That'll carry me over. But I know I could go to that job who's not paying me right now in demand for something, but I don't even want to come with that attitude because I know I might black out on her specifically.
Yeah.
Might lose it, but I want to keep I want to show that I can handle myself with dignity and class because I don't want to mess up any money that could be coming.
All right,
but I'll go straight to my mother for it because that's all I know. But I wouldn't go to you.
Yeah,
this, that, and the third because I don't. It's just something in my mind I don't want to ask.
And which. I feel you, and at the same time, like we brothers, and if you like, I always extend my hand up. If y'all niggas need something, y'all can come to CJ.
And I know that, and I'm pissed that you paid for my food.
Yeah,
last week.
I know.
I was
I know.
forced into that because I left my wallet in my car, and I just stuck.
It ate you alive, but as far as knowing me, and you know how we are as brothers. That's how we always treat niggas. Like that's how we treat each other.
Yeah.
That's what we do. But speaking of your situation, you came from a time of having to know how to manage money, and then you everybody got money. There is at a point where you still got to know how to manage your money again, right?
My mother knew how to manage money.
Okay, you came from a point of having money to not having money.
Oh, you talking about just me personally?
Yeah, it's just you personally.
Well, yeah, I'm in this situation where for 2 years straight, I'm working, I'm getting paid for my work.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, it just stops.
All right, now look at this. Boom. All right. That was the real nigger thing I just did. All right, so boom. Think about this. I grew up never having to, ask for money. Because as a kid, I never wanted much. Like, nigga, I played sports. My parents fed me, nigga. I was a fat kid. Nigga. As long as I get to eat and go to sleep, nigga, and play sports, I'm good. So I never was forced to get a job until 2015 when Pops got sick. So at that time, Pops had 2 jobs. You feel me? One where I know maxed out probably 26 plus, and the other job was just play money because the nigga said he worked it because he was bored at home. from 12 until 9. And they was just bored because wasn't nobody there. So, like, he got the job for no reason. So, it was just extra money. Mom worked at a nice establishment, which I call UAB. You know, shout out to the 3rd episode, Pink Slip. Mom worked at UAB. So, yeah. Niggas, they were making money. Sisters was in there, had jobs, they got out. Boom, sisters gone. I'm the only one in the house. So, Pops went down. Boom, I was forced to get a job. Forced. Literally. It really wasn't. I was in school playing football, wasn't forced to get a job until 2015. So I got a job, Walmart, boom. I ain't never, ever, since 2015, had to ask my mom and dad for no type of money. Now, as far as now, what if I was at a bad point and I just had to ask my mom and dad for, like, money? Do you think it'll be easy for me?
It's not easy for me, but I don't hesitate because I know my mother got me. I absolutely hate asking my mother for money.
Yeah.
Just because I know she don't got it like that either. And I was at this point where I didn't have to ask for a thing.
Yeah.
And my mother need every dime she get because she has stuff she has to handle.
True. Parents, they do got some backlash stuff they got to handle.
It's tough. That's why I'm working hard to make sure I get where I need to go. So this can be completely over.
And which travels me back 20 minutes ago to the financial literacy conversation that we had. So if we as black people teach the kids that are in schools, probably from middle school on up to now, nigga, like where we at, do you think kids will be in a better place with their money?
No. Because life is unpredictable. You can have some you don't know.
Life is unpredictable, but it's unpredictable for everybody. Like
it's life.
If you teach a whole class, which would be about 20 students each period, which would be 3 periods because the teacher needs an off period. That's 60 kids right there. And probably for 3 grades, 60 times 3, what it is, 180? That's 180 kids that is getting financial literacy throughout 3 years of high school. I'm just going by high school.
Mentality,
so
though.
From sophomore to bro, I don't care about mentality. If you teach a nigga how to make money, he gonna make money.
That's true, but if you making and handling is 2 different things.
Making and okay, you're right. If you teach a nigga how to handle money, he gonna some way in his best mind. If he messed it up, that's good for the next generation to learn how to handle money. Like niggas ain't gonna listen to niggas that's broke on how to handle money.
So, which way are you teaching these children? Like, what are you teaching them? Like, what career are you teaching them?
Nah, it's not a career. You teaching them
a habit. I feel like more just a habit of managing
social
money.
ethics, bro. You teaching them the ethical way on how to get money. The way white people teach their kids how to get money, we should teach our black kids how to get money.
Now, how are they teaching their kids how to? Because you keep saying get money.
Okay, all right, not get money. How to manage money.
Manage. Okay, yeah.
And economics. I only had one economics class throughout my whole. How long I was in school? Shit, I want to say 12 years of regular basic school. I only had one economics class, and that was for like 30 minutes each Thursday. Like, nigga, if we really planned and taught kids from 6th grade to 12th grade.
And that really wasn't.
It really, you know, nigga.
You learn. I mean,
you learned, but you like, oh, okay, it was just
it wasn't a class for managing money. That's more on. I feel like that's more on the math teacher part.
No, nigga. Teach kids about.
That's where I'm at in my math class right now.
Okay,
as far as
I think teaching the kids how to manage money is in the home.
It's also something that should be incorporated more in schools.
A broke nigga can't teach a nigga how to manage money.
Right. So
and most black parent homes are. They're
no,
not,
I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Most black homes aren't saving money the way they're supposed to. They aren't. They're living they're living check by check. They're not saving money and how we really can. And which that's a problem for me, bro. Like if we get to a point of financial literacy where we can actually keep our money and see it grow, instead of just living check by check.
That's life. You don't know.
We're 400 years behind, bro.
I know, and that's a reason why I'm so hard on the case, bro. Like we need to get on that, and that's not saying that you need to go out and do all this outlandish stuff and
you
spend your money to make money.
You said like white people teach their children. Well,
yeah,
you know how we gonna learn what they know? That's what they don't want us to know.
How we gonna learn what they know, but what they learned it from, and what did they burn down back in the G?
Like they know how to be corrupt. and get away with it.
Yeah.
We know how to work hard and go get it. Like, we know how to learn and all that. But they know how to.
What was
they
the
know
most?
they know the tricks to the trade.
No. What was the most successful black community that we had in America that got tarnished and burned down?
What, the Tulsa, Oklahoma joint?
What?
What was Black Wall Street?
There we go.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right. Okay. We on the same page.
Yeah. So the Black Wall Street joint got burned down. Why has it never came back? Because they put fear in black people.
Absolutely.
Now, if we stop the fear and we get back to what we actually can be and what we know, we will run this country.
Yeah, but
And you and Keaton, I turned it to you because I know you are an advocate of like what black people
definitely.
like what we can do, what we show we can do, where we can be, and how we can be on our own.
We gotta get on that same page.
And it's just not like a race thing, but it's more of like I just see the problem in the black community because I grew up there.
Well, we all grew up there. We all black.
Yeah. I ain't mean to say it like that, nigga. Like, yeah.
We gotta get into these homes, man. That's just the problem. Like the divide between us is just so big, and we had this great man that dies, and yet you have the young boy that disrespects it, and it's an example of where we at as a community.
Yeah.
You have a great man of respect. That's my age. And you have the young boy that's your age. And
I'll say under us because we in a prime age right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Like if niggas under us acting wild.
He wild. And it's like
2,000 babies.
2,000 kids,
I
bro.
don't know. He a 90s baby.
Right.
Who that?
Kodak kid.
Kodak got 90s
Yeah,
baby.
99, 2000. 99.
Hey.
Ain't too far off. If you ain't 95 and up, like you basically a 2000 baby.
No, I'll give it 97.
No.
I'll give it 97 at least.
97?
I got
96.
I got friends in 97.
That's your fault. It's your fault, nigga.
Some of them handle themselves very well.
But I don't know. We got to get on the same page. And we got to teach our kids right. We got to get this paper up, and we got to start, like, eliminating the excuses.
Man, Keaton, at this point, I feel what you're saying, but as far as getting on the same page, bro,
We program.
niggas in a different book right now. And like, if we can all just get to the same book, I feel like we can all flow together. And
Who's on the same page though?
you said who's on the same page?
Who's on it? White people all white people not on the same page.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about.
But
I'm
when
not
it comes
talking about
to
that.
Oh yeah. When it's when something attack them,
When it's about them.
they come together. I got you.
Like, you ever seen like niggas?
turn on themselves.
Then again,
No,
wait, because we had the incident in Hoover that even though I didn't agree with all that was going on, it was some type of getting together.
Sloan,
What's up?
do you drink coffee?
Fuck no.
Do you know anybody that drinks coffee?
Yeah, I know plenty of people. I think I'm.
King, do you drink coffee?
Yes.
All right, what happens when you pour the creamer into the coffee? You stir it up, and what comes to the top?
Like a lighter color.
Nah, nigga, that white foam comes together in the middle of the brownies. I just want to let you know that throughout all of this, white people, they gonna come together with each other, and black people gonna be spread apart. Now, that was just a nice analogy that I got from coffee.
That was nice.
Oh, where are you going with that?
That was nice.
Nah, nigga. Slow
You
down.
just saying it to say it?
No, nigga, I'm going with it to say that at a moment of time, black people come together, but they're still spread apart. White people come together all the way together.
No, they don't. If that's the case, it wouldn't have been any white radicals.
All right. Okay. Who wins the argument in that battle?
It depends what's being fought for.
Okay. All right. Freddie Gray. His name Freddie Gray? What's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Sandra Bland.
I get where you're going with those cases, but
Trayvon.
it's not too many times a black person's gonna go in a courtroom and win.
Okay, they just gotta be dead to win.
No, I didn't say that. You had
It don't matter if they did.
You feel me?
That's, no, because you had a whole issue in the 50s with Rosa Parks in the Montgomery bus boycott.
Yeah,
that one that you didn't have to go to a courtroom with that, and we won.
I ain't get my ass up. Yeah.
It's not even much that. That's an example of how organized black people are, because that plan wasn't set to happen that day, but she was being trained.
So
she forgot the name of the school or the name of the institution she had to go to get her training in civil rights. That shows how organized black people are. And you're not in the courtroom.
Shows how organized we were.
So no.
I use the word "are," but I'm not. If you come together for a right cause outside of a courtroom,
question.
Granted, with the exception of O.J. Simpson.
Okay, yeah, O.J. yeah, all right.
It's more ground, but once you in that courtroom, you're playing their game.
Yes. Now, well, my question is, when you see black criminal violence against a black person,
black on black crime.
Yeah. Okay. I want to just say black on black crime. I wanted to expand it because extra fluff. I learned that a little bit. Hey, black on black. When you see black on black crime, yeah. So who wins and loses in that whole argument?
Oh, we lose all the way around.
And that is my point. Where are we leading to in America? More black on black what?
Violence.
Exactly. And I just want to end that by saying that it's your boy CJ.
It's Keen.
I'm slow, man.
And we out of that bit like, yard.